Hi, so I am Michael. I'm Marketing and Campaigns Manager at Rainbow's Hospice for Children and Young People. We are the East Midlands only hospice for babies, children and young people with serious and terminal conditions. We cover Leicester, Nottingham, Derby, Lincoln and Northampton, so huge area. And days like today are great because I get to talk about what I love and also promote Rainbows. So I'm going to talk about why your people or your team are your best marketing asset. And actually how authenticity, which Julio was talking about earlier, can really help boost your marketing. So at Rainbows, we believe in using real people. That means the children, young people and families that you see in our photos, in our videos, they are children, young people and families who come to Rainbows, who are supported by Rainbows. The stories we tell are true stories of our families, told by our families. We just put them into words that we can all relate to. We also like to get our wider team involved. This comes with its challenges, but today I'm going to tell you how we've kind of worked through them and some tips that you can take away as well. So the reason we do that is not only does it give a true reflection of who we are, as shown by these lovely photos of some of our children and young people at the hospice, but we also realise that our team know what we do better than anyone. Our care team can talk about the care we provide better than I can. So why is all of this important? Well, part of it comes down to the responses, and I hope this works, from Taylor Tomlinson's TikTok video, which it's not going to play, but that's fine. Essentially, it's authenticity. People are craving authenticity throughout everything that they do. We want to connect with people. And there are one more slide. There are a number of celebrities who are absolutely smashing this out of the park with being authentic. The first one is, I've got a feeling that none of these videos are going to work.
You want me to see if it's
Please, if you could, because it's quite useful. While looking at that, I will talk. So the first is Lewis Capaldi. I could honestly talk all day about how Lewis Capaldi and his authenticity kind of helps build that brand, and I think we all saw that over the weekend at Glastonbury, why the crowd warmed to him, why they related to him. The second is Catherine Ryan. Someone you might not actually think is that authentic, because when we see her on TV, she's all glitz and glam, but look at her social media. She takes makeup off, she shows you true kind of her family life and shows you her true self, and then everyone's favourite music star / parody of himself, James Blunt. So I'm going to show you 3 little videos which kind of show them being authentic. Or I'm not.
Let me just see.
This is going great.
You want me to do my Lewis Capaldi impression?
Yes, we do, yeah. So we're going to be saying on all videos.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael.
It's all right. Is that going to be on all videos throughout? I've got one more, I think. Which? No, it's towards the end of the slide. But perfect, thank you very much. Essentially, on these videos, the first one was Lewis Capaldi going to the gym in the morning. I'm sure we all know what that feels like. He wasn't enjoying it. Catherine Ryan was showing his kind of glimpse of her family life. And James Blunt was using his usual humour that he's known for on social media to promote his album in 2002 and kind of linked into the coronavirus around that as well, saying if you thought it was bad before, he's got a new album coming out. Do recommend you do check them out because they are quite funny. So what is authenticity? It's essentially the quality of being true or what somebody claims it is. For me and for Rainbows, the quality of being true is the key word there. being true is why we connect with people. It's, you know, it goes without saying, people connect with people, people buy from people, and it's why we believe at Rainbows that actually your marketing is best used with your wider team, because your team are your best marketing asset. So why authenticity is important? Lots of reasons. You know, people crave it, as the comments to Taylor Tomlinson's video showed. It builds trust, credibility and connection. We connect with people both online and offline by what they say and how authentic they are. In fact, research shows that 86% of consumers take brand authenticity into account when making a purchase. You know, it's not just about, oh, this looks great, let's sell it. It's relating to it and how authentic that is. And I'm sure all of us in this very small room can think of a few brands that come across as being very authentic. So how can your team achieve that for you? As the slide says, there are a number of ways. The first one is that they are the experts. For us at Rainbows, our care team are the experts in the care they provide. They know that better than myself or any of my colleagues in the marketing team, and that's why we use them and lean on them to tell true reflections of kind of what day-to-day life is like at Rainbows. They'll also be genuine. You know, they remove away all the marketing jargon or all the business jargon. They speak from the heart. They speak as though they were speaking, and they write how they would speak as well, and that is very important. Again, it helps us all connect. And that kind of links into everyone in the team has a unique way of telling the story. So at Rainbows, you know, we often do tours to our supporters or corporate supporters who come around. We can all tell kind of the same story about what happens in the room and what goes on, but we all tell it in a different and unique way. Actually, how we tell that is how people will connect with us and with our marketing. So I've touched on marketing, and authentic marketing doesn't just come from the marketing team. You can see the handsome marketing Rainbows team just there. It actually comes from our wider team. So from our care team, our facilities team, our housekeepers, and most importantly, our children, young people and families. So how do you get your team involved? The care team joke that when they see me coming or hear me coming, if I've got a camera in my hand, they run a million miles. They hate being in front of a camera about as much as I hate standing in front of a room full of people talking. I don't have the magic answer of how you can get your team involved, but I do have some tried and tested methods that have worked for me and worked for Rainbows. The first one is to ask, and then ask again, and again, and again, and maybe try your best puppy dog eyes or bribery. Found chocolate works a treat. When you do ask, if someone says no, don't take that kind of as a setback, take it as a learning curve. There's a reason they're saying no. It might be that they don't like to stand in front of a camera, or they don't like to hear themselves back. There's multiple reasons, but you'll start to find as people say no, like there's a theme of why people are saying no, and you can then kind of come up with solutions to overcome those hurdles. I feel like I've just missed a page. Along with that, show the impact that their authentic voice is having on your marketing. An example for us recently is we had a teenager staying at the hospice who loved to play with light switches. So he was actually sat in the bathroom, pulling the light switch on and off, and on and off, and on and off. The care team didn't want him to sit in the bathroom all day, so they spoke to our facilities team, who quickly knocked up a light switch board about the size of these cards. It had a standard light switch and then a pulley light switch on. Gave it to him. That was within about 10 minutes of the care team mentioning that. Our care team know, because I bug them a lot, that is type of content we'd love to shout about on social media. They called me, they sent a photo, and they kind of gave me a little synopsis of what happened. We put that out on social, and honestly the engagement, just such a small thing, it's talking about light switches. Once I got to the children's hospice, but it meant a lot to our audience. They could see kind of behind the scenes. I could then use that going, hey, you guys, you know, you shared this with us. It took 10 minutes of your time, but this is the impact it's had. This is the difference it's made. Another example, we had our care team dancing in one of the corridors with a child in a wheelchair. put that on because it's a nice bit of content, shows the happy place that Rainbows is, and a garden centre saw that. A few months later, called us like, hey, we've got a load of flowers that kind of we don't need anymore. Do you want them for your gardens? Completely free, but it came off the back of that video and that kind of authenticness. Again, showing impact kind of helps show them why their voice is important, and also makes that ask the next time a hell of a lot easier. And then empower your colleagues. You know, we're all experts here in marketing in our different fields. The care team at Rainbows are. I'm sure you've got colleagues that maybe don't know as much about marketing as you do. Empower them, give them the training, give them the skills. Let them come up with ideas of actually what they think would work really well on your social media channels or within your marketing. It's a great way to kind of learn what someone outside the marketing lens is looking for. It's also a great way to start the conversations, and again, making those asks a lot easier. Part of the reason it's really important to get your team involved, other than the fact it can help elevate your marketing and kind of remove some of the need from the marketing team who are pressured to create stuff, is that 45% of consumers said that they'd actually unfollow a brand if there's too much self-promotion. As marketers, it's very easy to kind of go down that sales pitch, or for us as a hospice and a charity, kind of the ask for donations or the ask for volunteers. It's easy content. But actually by bringing it back and showing what we do from behind the scenes footage or the examples I've given you, it kind of makes your audience more aware of who we actually are, the true story and what we do, and hopefully keeps them connected. On the same side, it stops our content from being repetitive because everyone has a different story to tell, and supposedly 20% of consumers would actually unfollow if your content is too repetitive. One way we've actually empowered our team at Rainbows, we used to have a head of family support who hated being on camera. When I say hated being on camera, it really hated it. We had a chat with them, we empowered them to kind of tell us what worked for them and how it would work, and it turned out that what they liked was we'd set the camera up, film them, and then we had to turn our backs. Like, they didn't mind us being in the room, we just couldn't look at them because they couldn't do it, they froze, even though they were the experts. We empowered them to kind of come and tell us what was working for them. So I'm hoping that this is going to work, but it may not. So using all of those kind of things that we've spoke about, we've empowered our team to kind of film day in life footages. I'm actually filming one today, so if you do see me walking around talking to a phone, I'm not being weird. I am filming a day in the life of a marketing campaigns executive here at Rainbows. And this is one of those videos that we filmed.
You know what it's going to do? It's not going to pay any volume, is it? Oh, you've got motion. Okay.
It's fine. If it doesn't play, it is all over our social media channels, it's all over our YouTube. The good thing about this video is that our care team filmed it over a long shift day. So she started work, I think, 7 in the morning on a Sunday. She admits in this part here that she has no idea what she's doing, that her actual teenage kids had to tell her what she needed to do, which is great. But she films it and it shows Rainbows in such a true light. We use this video now for the rest of our team, kind of go, this is what you need to do, just get your phone out, film, and either WhatsApp it to us and we'll edit it together, or jump on Canva, jump on CapCut, edit it together yourself. A lot of things we hear is that, oh, but our job's boring. It's not. It's really good. And what I'm really proud about with this video is that actually earlier this year it was a finalist at the Charity Film Awards. So it's filmed on a mobile phone, cost nothing to do, cost nothing to edit, and we became finalists, which is fantastic. I'll skip the rest. Please do go onto our YouTube or social and watch our video. That's it. So I'm just going to leave you on kind of a few questions. So what brand or marketing campaign that you've seen kind of stands out as being authentic, and what can you learn from them for your marketing, and how can you actually enhance that? I'd love to know. Please feel free to connect with me. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry you couldn't see the videos. Thank you.